Alright, hello citizens of the Nigelverse. It is Niger once again, and then welcome back to System Shock Radio. So, 140 episodes in, and oh man. So, whether you've been here since the beginning, or whether this is your first time here, or anywhere in between, I want to thank you. I love and appreciate all of you more than even words can describe. So for today's episode, I thought I'd do something a little different. I thought I'd ask a certain question, a question that's been on my mind for a bit, so far, or haven't really found a definitive answer to that question. I have some speculation, and this video is going to be quite a bit of that speculation, but nothing really definitive or set in stone. But I sought the answer to this question, and that question is, why do ads nowadays kind of suck? Or even, do ads nowadays kind of suck? Um, the thing is in between my subscriptions to YouTube Premium, what they'll do as soon as the premium subscription is over, they'll immediately blast me with ads here on YouTube, and a lot of people get a lot of ads as well. Here on YouTube, and YouTube, since they don't want ad blockers anymore, or a lot of people might have to just buckle down, bare their teeth, and just go with the ads. But I want to find out why. Why is it that we hate ads so much nowadays? Why is it that we detest ads to the point where YouTube Premium is even a thing that's in place? Why do we hate ads when we play mobile games? And we're like, ugh, ads, and stuff like that. And what is the purpose? Especially because ads at one point were the cream of the crop when it came to TV. Some people didn't even care about regular TV; they just want to see the ads. That's how it was with the Super Bowl, and sometimes it still is. But what happened? And are ads truly bad nowadays? Is it just us? Is it just me? Am I alone on this? All these and more I wanted to find the answer to. Oh um what I did is I watched some of the ads from yesteryear, if you will, around the 90s and 2000s and stuff, which was kind of my childhood. More so the 2000s. The 90s, obviously, I wasn't born yet, but even though some of those ads kind of spilled into the early part of the 2000s, and some of the later 2000s is really where a lot of my memories form with a lot of these ads. But then I watched some of the ads from the modern times, even though I see a lot of the ads from the modern times as I browse through YouTube. So I wanted to find out, why does it seem like ads suck nowadays? Why do we not have the patience to sit through ads? And like discussing not just with friends and family, but even seeing on social media people being like, "How do we sit through ads back then, and now we can't even stand ads?" As is there a science behind and why we're not able to stomach ads nowadays? Is there truly a science behind it? Now, this video, like I said, is a lot of speculation, not really backed up by any scientific research. Although I'm sure there is a science to it, but I want to find out, at least for myself personally, what I we seem to not be able to stand ads. Why do ads turn us away? Why can't we sit there and just sit through the ads to get to our stuff? Like me personally, like, hey, I get bombarded with so many ads when I'm playing on mobile games. I just turn my Wi-Fi off and the ads don't play, except for her one game in particular I used to play all the time. I'm not gonna say its name, but some of you might know what game it is. Where literally an update they patched in made it so that not only could you not play the game offline, but you still got the ads, and I don't think it had an option to remove ads. Like, a lot of games have the option to remove ads, like like you buy the you buy I like the 3.99 bundle or so. It's like 3.99, 2.99, 99 cents, and some games even have the gall to charge 9.99 to remove ads, and even that's for like a short time. I'm pretty much, and I also want to say, in nature, ads, I don't think are, at least as a concept. There are some ads that are kind of bad, but like ads as a concept on its own, I don't think is bad as because that's how people make their money. That's how they tell you about their product, and that's how they get people to buy their product. And a great ad will allow people to who learn about your product, invest in your product, and then buy your product. So um, I don't necessarily hate the concept of ads. And like I said, a lot of the ads are pretty cool, are pretty fun and pretty creative. Why do you think a lot of people watch the Super Bowl just for the ads? There's some people who tune in the Super Bowl who don't even care about the game or football or anything like that. They just want to see the ads. That's kind of how it was back then. But nowadays they just show the ads on YouTube anyway. Like the ads will be uploaded to YouTube anyway, so I don't even really bother. But yeah, so other than those ads, why is it um, that we dislike ads? Those are the questions I want to answer. And sorry for the long-winded opening spiel. Oh, but now we get into trying to answer those questions, and a couple reasons I think that I've been able to pinpoint in my research and everything. And by research, I mean watching the ads. For one, on the on it seemed like a lot of the ads nowadays don't quite have that charm factor. Or one of the ads that I saw in like the 2000s compilation. I watched some compilations of it, like the most iconic ads from the 2000s kind of thing. One of the ads I saw, and the very memorable ad had is the Chef Boyardee commercial. Well, I might switch between commercials, ads pretty much, but nevertheless. Um, but the Chef Boyardee commercial, the one where the little girl's looking at the can of Chef Boyardee, and mom's like, "No, no, you already had Chef Boyardee a bunch this week." And so Chef Boyardee doesn't take too kindly to this and rolls out pretty much across the city over to the girl's house. Like, hey, it's rolling through the streets, the neighborhoods. Like the dogs are noticing it. Like the construction worker her guys are noticing it. It hit all the way to the girl's house, and then falls right into her lap. And the mom's like, "Hey, what do you want for dinner?" And the can just magically appeared. Which it's like we know how it got there. Like we watching the commercial know how it got there. But could you imagine in universe? The mom probably thinks that little girl stole that can because it just magically happened to appear right there. But stuff like that, it seems kind of simplistic in nature, or it's not something that has a whole lot of like crazy over the top special effects, but it's simple and it's charming in its simplicity, and it's a nice fun little ad that people can really enjoy and latch on to. And it seemed like quite a few commercials, there are some commercials that do who have some of that creativity, but there's others that seem to just fall short. Like a lot of people feel like there's not enough creativity in the media and stuff of nowadays, in like different types of media, I should say, like TV shows, movies, stuff like that. On one hand, it is pretty unfortunate, like um, like where things seem a lot. Some things seem a lot more dull. Some things seem a lot more rehashed from just old ideas, just bringing back old ideas into the forefront. And but on the other hand, when something creative does pop up, something original does pop up, that make it appreciate even more. So it's kind of that delicate dance. But that's one thing I've noticed. Another thing I've noticed is kind of the tone barrier, or not tone barrier, but the what's the best word I want? What's the word I'm looking for to describe it? Kind of that I don't necessarily want to say generational gap. Pretty much the humor is not quite the same, or like the style is not quite the same. Like if you think about it, all like the decades, it's have kind of a tone about them. Um, um, when it comes to really anything, and whether it be media, like movies, TV shows, stuff like that, and even like commercials and stuff, like the 50s and 60s, I should say, was a bit more like that simplistic, family friendly. That's around when the TV was new and the baby boomer generation, stuff like that. Also a lot of that like family friendly daytime jingles kind of thing. And the 70s and the 70s and 80s, but especially the 80s, were a lot more colorful, like very colorful, very bright, vibrant colors. And I'm pretty sure we have a certain white substance that goes in a certain part of the face to thank for that kind of thing. But a lot of color, or a lot of, like, bright visual, like, look, oh, look at me, look how colorful I am, kind of thing. The 90s was a lot more dark metal, grungy, stuff like that. The 2000s was the 2000s. It exists in a category all its own, where things were kind of weird. We were into the new millennium. Things were big, like for almost no real reason. Things were shiny for almost no real reason. The 2000s was kind of the 2000s pretty much was the 2000s. And obviously, as we move even further into, like, the real, like, digital age in more of the modern times, 2010s modern times stuff, with stuff like, social media, or or things of that nature, or the humor reflects. And now we're in the age of things like, AI, or TikTok, or like YouTube celebrities, stuff like that. Oh, so each is defined by its generation, and that's something I want to take into account as well. And thinking about it is nostalgia a factor? Is it just me and my nostalgia brain remembering how the commercials were in the 2000s when I was a kid? Like, is that clouding my judgment to where, or am I essentially, and this is kind of a harsh word, right? Am I being a boomer about it? It pretty much like, oh, these kids and their new technology, and things were a lot simpler back then, and that I want to think about as well. Oh, isn't it a nostalgia thing? Am I just blindly clinging on to nostalgia to where I can't appreciate the stuff from modern day? I think that might be a factor as well. Like, not really a major factor, at least not for me. I know for some it's kind of like that, where if it's new, it's automatically bad, which that's no way to live. But I want to take that into account as well, and really think about that. Is that a purpose behind it? Is it that humor? Is it me not getting the modern day humor? Is it me not latching on to the modern day humor? Some of the modern day humor is kind of humorous, but otherwise, is it the modern day humor I'm not really getting? And so factors like he's kind of the lack thereof of creativity. He kind of the humor barrier, or the fact that a lot of the products that they advertise I'm not really into. Who and another thing that I want to bring up is just how hammered in a lot of these commercials are. Like like for starters, I mentioned, playing mobile games, playing offline, and everything, but being hit with ads every waking moment of every day, being blasted by YouTube ads almost like every 5 minutes. It's like ads on YouTube. Who you watch 5 minutes of the video, boom, there's an ad. You watch another 5 minutes, boom, there's an ad. And yes, that's how the creator makes their money. Except when it's YouTube who puts the ads in, and that's the whole purpose, of the mid-roll ads and ad revenue and stuff. Sadly, my channel, while I'm thankful for all you guys who are subscribed, of course, and continue to subscribe and everything, my channel's not quite big enough yet to gain ad revenue. But there are plenty of channels who are, and who put in mid-roll ads, or ads in the video and everything, and you make ad revenue that way. Hey, so there's things like that, but constantly being blasted by ads every waking minute of every day. It gets grating. It gets annoying after a while. Well, I can compare it to, like, a great comparison is when someone or something bothers you every 5 minutes or so for something, and like it gets grating after a while. Like, yes, I'll take care of this. Yes, I'll do that. Yeah, yes, I can talk about this. Yes, I can do that. And that kind of thing, you know. Oh, so things like that, like constantly being bombarded with those ads, those turn people away. That and a lot of the ads being really up in your face and obnoxious. Is you remember the Raid Shadow Legends ads like that were loud and obnoxious for no reason? And I haven't seen a Raid Shadow Legends ad in a long time. I'm so so I'm sure some of the younger generation might not have any idea what the heck I'm talking about. They're like, Raid Shadow Legends, what's that? Like, I've seen YouTubers advertise it. Obviously, I've personally never played it. It's a your ad wasn't that good if I didn't play it. That's I'm kind of kidding on that, but I haven't seen a Raid Shadow Legends ad. But those types of ads, or ads that are just loud or annoying for no reason, especially the YouTube Premium ads, and the YouTube Premium ads especially feel like salt in the wounds. Like, yeah, you wouldn't have all these ads that we're showing you if you had YouTube Premium, like. So like stuff like that, you know. I think that had plays a factor into it as well. Like we don't have things being drilled all the time into our head. Another comparison I can make is in school. Obviously, I've been in high school for a little bit, but but when things are too time consuming for as students, at least this was probably for me as a student. Like when things always popped up for me as a student, where I had so much homework on one particular subject, you get kind of sick of the subject. Like when you have a lot of math homework, you get kind of sick of math, you know. So that's kind of the comparison that I'm making. I think, and these factors I think is what really drives people away from ads nowadays. Is, and again, ads as a concept, I'm not really against, but how annoying they are. How there's seemingly not as much creativity, relying a lot on just like the popular trend and the memes. And yes, as a lot of times ads have to focus on the trend and that's going on. That's kind of just how it is, and that's how TV shows are. That's just how things are, you know. If it's popular for a reason, and you want to capitalize on it at the moment, even if in a lot of cases it's just a fad and kind of just a product of its time. But that is the risk you run when it comes to advertising. And this is coming from someone who with very little advertising experience. And this is all speculation. So these are all kind of my opinions and things like that. And so please definitely take it with a grain of salt. But so things like that had the gap in humor, or maybe me not really latching on to a lot of the modern day humor and stuff like that. At As well as the frequency of the ads, where or the ads had almost get annoying and obnoxious. Especially he runs into this problem a lot when you watch ASMR. Like for me, I love watching ASMR, especially to help me sleep and everything. But like I hate when I'm watching ASMR, I'm about to fall asleep. I'm about to rest and be done for the day, and all of a sudden, about to close my eyes, drift off to sleep, and all of a sudden, a boom, loud ad shows up. It just completely rocks me and just takes me right back on. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm not, I guess I'm not falling asleep just yet. But it's stuff like that, you know. So I think those are the main reasons. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below your thoughts. So that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do me a favor. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Turn on post notifications so you know every time I upload a video so you can see as soon as it drops. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on this episode of System Shock Radio. And what are your thoughts on ads? And why do you think modern day ads may or may not suck? Is it lack of creativity? Do you feel like there's not enough creativity in it? Do you feel like they're being played too much to the point where people are getting sick of them? Do you think it's kind of that humor slash like age gap where the stuff from the 2000s or the 90s, like those types of commercials, have their humor and stuff that you latch on to, who versus the modern day you can't really get down jiggy with it? Do you think it's nostalgia? Like going back and watching a lot of the ads from my childhood, I instantly remember them, and I get this warm fuzzy feeling inside. Right? But then, and the modern stuff I can't really latch onto. So do you think it's nostalgia? Do you think I'm being an old man about it? Is there truly a science behind it? Am I close in my theories? Am I way off the mark? Please let me know in the comments below. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. Peace. Also, follow me on my social media. I was like, I'm gonna plug the social medias real quick. Like, I'm gonna go back to posting on them soon, I promise. But yeah, follow me on my social medias. I have a Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I have a Twitch that I haven't been on in a while, so I definitely got to get back on that. But nevertheless, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys later. Peace.